Hi guys, welcome to Functional Health and Wellness. I am Paige Lynch, functional medicine nurse practitioner, and I'm making one of my how-to videos today. I'm going to show you guys how I make my morning smoothie, the one that I drink almost every single day. I've been really into smoothies for several years just because I don't always do a great job of having a really nutritious breakfast, and so I started experimenting with smoothies a few years ago, and I swear I've tried like every type of protein powder and every recipe for smoothie under the sun. This is what I've landed on. This is what works best for me. So maybe it'll help you. So the thing that I start with first is coconut water. I really like coconut water simply because it has lots of great potassium, sodium, and it just is very hydrating. I try to buy one that doesn't have any added sugar, but that's what I start with my base. The next thing that I put in my smoothie is I do about a heaping cup of some type of fruit. Today I'm doing blueberries. I don't love frozen fruit in my smoothies just because I don't like it like, you know, milkshake texture, but certainly if you like frozen fruit, you can add any frozen fruit. Blueberries are great because they have tons of antioxidants. The next thing that I add is avocado. I add avocado to all of my smoothies. It's not going to taste like avocado, and it just gives it this like really creamy texture. And you can use frozen avocado. That's like a cheaper way to add avocado to your different recipes because you can buy like this giant bag and it's a lot cheaper. The next thing that I add is something called brain octane oil. So this is like an MCT oil, which is a medium chain triglyceride. You can also use coconut oil or other MCT oils, whatever you prefer. I do 1 tablespoon. The next thing I add are collagen peptides. I really like Vital Proteins. They have a really clean one, no added ingredients. I add collagen peptides to my smoothie because I have fine, thin hair and a history of issues with my thyroid, and so I like to have a little bit of extra collagen. It's great for hair, skin, nails, joints. It's really healing for the gut, so if you're someone who has leaky gut or irritable bowel, collagen peptides can be very helpful. I add 2 scoops. Some people just do 1 in their smoothie, personal preference. The last thing that I add is my actual protein powder. So I use Shakeology. So Shakeology is a protein powder that is sold by Beachbody. I love this one. I use the vegan kind. I am not a fan of whey protein. I don't support adding any type of dairy to your smoothies, but some people really like whey powder, and that's personal preference. But I like the vegan one. They source it from American grown pea protein, and then Shakeology in particular, they do a really great job in making sure that they're not adding a bunch of stuff that you don't need, and they don't have a ton of added sugar. Like, it only has 8 grams of sugar. If you look at the amount of sugar that's in your protein powder, I bet you'll be shocked. This one also has tons of added superfoods, and if you're wondering like what is superfoods, what does that mean? All superfoods mean is that it is something that you can eat that has a really concentrated amount of nutrients. So it has things like pomegranate, lithium berry, maca, flax, blueberries like we talked about before, quinoa, and then it also has some green tea in it, but not enough to where you're getting a ton of added caffeine. So the other 2 things, the reason why I recommend this to a lot of people is it has insoluble fiber in it. We definitely don't get enough fiber. Fiber is really healthy for your gut. It also has pre and probiotics, so if you're unfamiliar with those. Probiotics, those are good bacteria that you need throughout your body, but especially in your GI system. And prebiotics, those are the foods that feed those good bacteria. So if you're taking in a ton of probiotics, but you don't eat any vegetables or fruit, and you don't take a prebiotic supplement, then the bacteria have a hard time staying alive. Okay? So I've added in all of my ingredients, and obviously I need a little bit more liquid, as you can see. So I like to top mine off with a nut milk. I'm I prefer macadamia milk, so I use the unsweetened, most important, vanilla macadamia milk. My husband really likes oat milk. You can do organic almond milk if you want, but main thing to check for when you're doing dairy-free milks is how much sugar they're putting in them. So I don't measure out the amount of macadamia milk that I use. I just kind of pour it until, I mean, I've been making these so long, I know about how much that I need. So I usually pour it till it gets to the blade there. But this is something you can experiment with based on how you like the texture of your smoothie. I like mine a little more thin because then I can drink it. And it's, you know, it's easier to drink. It's not like super, super thick to where I have to take, you know, my time. So this smoothie is, and you can see the amount of things that I put in it. This is meant to last me and to be filling in an entire meal. The mistake that a lot of people make is they'll take something like a protein powder, like Shakeology, they'll want to mix it with some nut milk and like one of the shaker bottles or even with some ice, and then they tell me, oh my God, I had a smoothie and like 2 hours later I was hungry. Well, of course you were. Because just the Shakeology by itself has 150 calories, and then if you're mixing that with some nut milk that, you know, a whole cup is only 60 calories, well, of course you were hungry right after. It's not meant to be a complete meal replacement unless you're adding in other things. So I'm adding in, you know, 2 servings of fruit. I'm adding in half of an avocado for extra fat and protein. I added in the coconut water. That's extra hydration for me. I'm adding in collagen peptides, which also have protein in them. And then I'm adding in extra fat with the brain octane oil. That's the MCT oil. So you can see that if this is a way for me to get lots of great nutrition all in one-stop shop. So that's why I do it. That's why it works for me. If you have any questions about any of the things that I add into my smoothie, or if you have ideas for things that you want to supplement in and you're just kind of curious my thoughts, I would love to hear from you. Comment on this video or just send me a direct message. If you need any like recommendations for other brands that I like besides Shakeology, just let me know. I have a couple that my patients use that I like. If this how-to video was helpful for you, please let me know. I want to make other things and kind of like let you guys in on the way that I do things, because this has definitely been years and years of trial and error, and I want to save you some time. So I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. Please click the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Make sure you click the thumbs up if you liked this video, and also comment below if you have any questions or you have any requests for other videos. I can't wait to talk with you.